Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Sonia from Truesoulintuition, and we're here to do a reading for Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus to see what's going on with your heart space, to see who's coming towards you in love, what brought you to this reading, and just have a general discussion with Spirit and your Spirit guides to bring messages forward for the Pisces that need it out there. Okay, Pisces, I hope you guys are doing well. If anyone is interested in following me over to Facebook, I do have free live mini readings over there, and if you're interested, feel free to go over there and like my page. That way you can get notifications when I go live or when I post things, my philosophies and picker piles and things like that. So if you're interested, feel free to follow me over there. If you're new to my channel, please like, share and subscribe. And if you're returning, welcome back. I do appreciate all your guys' support out there, Pisces. So let's get into this reading today, okay? I'm just going to go through the general disclaimers while I'm shuffling the deck or cutting the deck. And that, okay. Pisces is keen to talk. Pisces is keen to communicate, which I like. So, Pisces, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't, then feel free to look at any other messages I may have put out prior and or any other placements in your natal chart. Now, if you're not sure what your natal chart is, there is a free birth chart calculator in the description box below, so feel free to have a look there. And you never know what kind of messages will resonate with you from your other placements. So if you are a Pisces Sun, look at your Moon, your Rising, your Venus, and your Jupiter, with Venus and Jupiter being the feminine and masculine aspects of your personality. All right. Also, Jupiter's the luck factor, by the way. Okay. If roles can be reversed, so I may refer to a card as being you. You may see that card as being someone else. I do have to assign the card an energy, so feel free to switch it, however it fits to be more conducive with your story. Cross watchers are welcome, but just realize that you may be finding out things you may not want to know about your Pisces, if you're dealing with the Pisces, and or it may play out from your perspective, and that's just how spirit works, okay, guys? And lastly, this is a timeless reading, and it's the right time, right reading at the right time, right message at the right time. It's all about divine timing, guys, and that's the universe at play. Cannot be controlled what comes out, okay? Okay. So there we go. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's get your energy to what brought you to this reading. Can I please have the energy of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I'm just going to move up a bit. I didn't want to give all the shadow because I've got the light behind me today, so I don't want too much shadow on the table. Okay. What brought Pisces to the... Okay. All right. Like this, just like that. Okay. We have higher power in reverse, blessed, and time for a nap. Okay, guys. The energy that's brought you forward, higher power, is actually the Pisces card, because upright it would be the High Priestess. Interesting enough, you've stepped into your actual reading energetically, so you're not allowed to leave now, okay? But see, she taps into the corners of your mind. Interesting, I'm not your superwoman. I just heard that. I just heard it really loud. It yelled at me. And I wasn't even thinking anything like that. But I just heard, talk into the corners of your mind. I'll always be there for you through good and bad times. But I can't be that superwoman that you want me to be. I'll give my everlasting love if you return love. I sang this last night, and I couldn't understand why I just sung it and sung it and sung it. And then when I see this card, and I was like, as soon as I said the word mind, it brought that song forward. So, Pisces, be a little bit more gentle on yourself. it's like you're trying to tap into these higher powers, a higher power, a higher knowledge, a higher knowing. You are trying to elevate yourself up. But you have to realize that to elevate yourself up, whether this is a work, play, or in life in general, you have to realize that it takes time to raise up into the higher power knowledge. So a high priestess isn't born a high priestess. She has to become an initiate. She has to become a fledgling. Now, I call myself a fledgling. Actually, I was called a fledgling by somebody last year because I'd only just stepped into the esoteric world, okay? But my ascension was really fast because I allowed the change. I embraced the change. I took every step that Spirit wanted me to take, and I had to grow internally to be able to extend externally from the mind space, okay? And I feel like a Pisces here, the Pisces are trying to elevate too fast. And I'm only going to say that because here we have time for a nap and blessed. And what this is telling me is that there's no need to tap into this space. It'll come in time. And time for a nap is about resting and rejuvenating. You got to build the energy to be able to draw in the power. I just heard Kamehameha. I'm getting a lot of, music and TV. And it's like, if you want to go Super Saiyan and you're only just learning how to do it, that power is going to be out of control. So you have to recognize that in this space, you're more powerful when you're resting. Now, why am I hearing yoga? I just heard downward facing dog. And it's just like, okay. They really want you to focus more on your physical, rejuvenating your physical body at this time, because that's your temple, that's your blessed space. And here you have blessed. But for some odd reason, they said blessed. And it's a sacred space. It's your sacred space. And the thing is, you inhabit your sacred space. That is your temple. You are your own temple. So you have to realize that, yes, you want to accelerate into this higher knowing, higher knowledge. You want an elevation, but you have to be mindful that Rome wasn't built in a day. And that you are blessed here and now in this present time. And that's what you need to master, is the here and now. And to look after your body, to rest and rejuvenate, to allow that power to build, to cultivate, is the word I'm getting, cultivate. That's what immortals do. They cultivate the power. They learn their magic over time. It takes thousands of years for these immortals to be able to build their energy up to be immortal. You know what I mean? So you can't just be an immortal once you want to be an immortal. You have to allow that time and space and grace to grow into that space. And you also have to remember not to push too hard, to allow that time to rest and rejuvenate. Because if you tap too much into it, you will drain yourself, because I feel like whoever this is doesn't know yet how to control that space. That's why the higher power came out, because you haven't quite tapped into the knowledge that you crave, a knowledge that you want this space, but you've got to learn that you've got to earn it. And Spirit will let you know once you've earned it, because they'll acknowledge something. You know what I mean? It's interesting because for me, I was spiritually initiated through a vision. It was weird. I couldn't quite understand what it was. And then when I explained it to my, my Reiki teacher, Nick, he's a really good man, guys, by the way. He is on my Facebook page if anyone's interested. He was saying, oh, wow, you just got spiritually initiated. And being the fledgling that I am, I had no clue what that was, but I had this vision. But I've had many visions, and it was kind of forced upon me. I would say, if I can refer this to Pisces, it's kind of like you're forcing it upon yourself. You want to be in that higher space. You want that higher knowledge and to tap in, because you feel like it was meant for you. But like I said, all high priestesses have to earn it. They have to earn their stripes to be in that blessed space. And you also have to learn that don't push it too fast, because you have to rest and rejuvenate as well. Don't forget about your temple. Don't forget to worship yourself and allow yourself to sleep and tap into those energies. It's interesting, it's showing me here to dream a little dream. That's why I'm hearing that song. Dream a little dream of me. You want to communicate through dreams. That's where your power lies, for anyone that needed that. Okay. All right. Who's coming towards Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in love? Who's coming towards Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter in love? Thank you. To the sea. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Time to go in reverse. I didn't know which way to put that, actually. Like, this person may not be sure either. So I'm just indicating that. They know they got to go somewhere, but they're not sure where. Who's coming towards Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Okay. That one wants to come out too. All right. Let me flex my spiritual muscles. Sorry, guys. I just saw the Hulk. Yeah, this is a mammoth message. That's why I'm saying that. I'm getting a lot of that, but I suppose I'm the right reader to give it. Here you have to the sea. So whoever's coming towards you is in a space of emotional balance. Probably the first time they were ever that balanced before. I don't believe this person was ever in as much balance as they are now, and it's kind of freaky how balanced they are. And I'm only saying that because I feel like this person usually had stormy seas. I feel like this person was always somebody that was always consumed by their emotions, like it would have been in reverse here with, you know, the water overcoming them or succumbing to the emotions and just being a little bit unbalanced there emotionally. But their waters are clear. So they've sort of reached a precipice or a plateau within themselves. And it's interesting because I feel like they are finally in control, is what they just said. They are finally in control, Pisces. So I don't know what that means to you, but I do think that it means something quite strong for you. Because maybe the person that you're dealing with hasn't always been very good with their emotional space, which, you know, in the end is their heart space. Their heart space is their heart chakra. You know, that's where emotions and everything, the way you feel things. I feel like they're at a place where they're starting to deal with it. You know what I mean? They're dealing with their emotions. They're looking at themselves. They're recognizing what they do wrong, and they're trying to find balance here, which is actually really quite admirable. For anyone that needed to know, this obviously is somebody that you do know, with 7 being about divine relationships and or counterparts. 7's from heaven, right? You know, it's a divine number for me. I have my own little quirky phrases for numerology and my own numerology. I'm sorry if that's not actually the number of resonance for the 7, but it's my the way I term it. Okay, we have time to go. Now, I wasn't sure to put it up and down. Usually I'll know. So this person wants to go, but doesn't know where to go. They may have lost direction. They may be seeking direction because now they've come to the sea and now it's time to go. So it's interesting. So it's telling me when they say that, I'm going on a trip on my favorite rocket ship, moving through the skies, little Einsteins. Who watches TV? Who's watching a lot of kids programs? Somebody, because I'm getting like, you know, Kamehameha, and I did get Superwoman, which, you know, is a TV show, not a TV show, but a TV program. Anyway, back to it. And then we have a change in the wind and by the book. So the by the book and change in the wind, interestingly enough, they are conducive with each other. Now, this is by the book is my legacy of love, or people would coin as the Hierophant. As by the book, it's towing the line and leading by example. Okay, you see that? The wise owl. Oh, no, I was going to say the elephant is about moving forward, clearing the path, a change in the wind, a change in their mindset. It's like blowing out the cobwebs. It's almost like they can breathe in their mind again. Like, it's like, oh, that first breath after being in such toxic energy. Oh, okay. The ear's cleared finally, and they can see for the first time. Interesting. They're not too sure where they're going, but it's just like, oh, well, I know I'm on a journey. I know I'm on a pilgrimage, and they definitely are by the book. They're towing the line. They're leading the next generations. Okay, that's great. This person has a lot of good energy. And I feel like they're moving towards the blessed space as well. It's interesting because both cards are coming up to this. They're going like this in the direction in which and it's going straight to the central issue, which is this blessed, which is usually blessed to me, but for some odd reason they keep saying blessed space, the sacred space. So you may be on a pilgrimage to some type of holy spiritual place. I don't know. I'm not too sure. That's where you want to go. Maybe mentally. I'm just moving it so you can see it. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. I'm getting... Take me to church, da 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 da. That's Hosea, right? But whatever it is, it's coming into alignment, and this person is getting stronger. And the thing is, they're just referring to the backbone of a marae. Isn't that interesting? Marae is a meeting house in New Zealand for the natives, Māori. I think the energies that you share is this blessed energy, and you have to recognize that between you two, you and the person coming towards you in love, is that the connection you have, what you have, you are blessed and blessed. It is sacred, it is special, it is blessed by the universe, and it's time they're saying it's time to create a blessed space. So, it's just, I don't know why I heard that, but I heard, I'm coming home, tell the world that I'm coming home. Oh no, my neighbour's mowing the lawns, guys. Well, whatever it is, you're going to find a place where you're coming into alignment with each other, okay? Interestingly enough, I stopped on 1818. I've been getting a lot of that mirroring numbers. So, okay, guys, I just stopped, but my neighbour's going to be mowing their lawns, and I can't control that. So the universe wants you to hear this mowing in the background, because I'm hoping my microphone doesn't pick it up. Hopefully it's got a lot of noise cancelling stuff in it, so hopefully it's just getting my voice and not all the static. But it is pretty loud right now. Okay, what we're going to do is get your emotional space, Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus and Jupiter. Pisces, okay. Oh, Jesus. Hallelujah. Whoa. That doesn't happen often. Look at that. It's the exact same card, but in two different suits. You have the snake and the sea serpent. So the snake is about transformation. It's about a completed cycle here, both of them. And the thing is, interestingly enough, what Spirit is saying, once you tie up your loose ends here, the complication Actually, if anyone knows about the law of one, the the mind body spirit complex is what they refer to. So once you get in alignment and come full circle, okay, because if you want to tap into these higher energies, which is actually referring to here with this sea serpent, see that eye, it's the third eye, the sight. Here's the spirit, energy coming forward here. And it's like, okay, I'm just going to say what comes toward me, and if it just literally goes over your head, I'm so sorry, but this was going to be a chunky message. I knew it. But here we have snake and sea serpent, and what these are telling me is that there are things that you are tying up in your mind-body complex. So there's a lot of complexities in your situation, in your life, and you need to fix those, okay? That is coming full circle. So they're talking about a cycle here. So within a year, I say a year, they want you to look back and see how far you've come in a year from this moment. Even to look back a year from this moment here and see how far you've come. Because I feel like this is for a Pisces that is on a journey, on a pilgrimage. Because this person is on a pilgrimage that's going towards them in love. And it's like you guys have the same goal. So you're both on this pilgrimage, but it's just expressed differently. This person's this person has a lot of fixed energy, but all yours is of the dream space. The higher power, the blessed, and the time for a nap is all in that dream space, in the dreamscape. Now you have to realize that in the dreamscape is the shamanic plane, and that's where you get a lot of visions. So, like if you want to tap into that site, you need to recognize that there has to be some type of healing, some type of cycle that needs to be tied up. Loose ends, they're referring to loose ends, but they're complications, okay? That's what they're saying to me. There's a lot of complications in your situation that you need to fix before the healing is complete. All right, and the sea serpent is referring to being able to voice and be yourself. This is to allow yourself to speak your mind, to express yourself in a very balanced way. You look at those lines, they're straight lines, they're not like ziggy-zaggy. They are straight lines, and the thing is, within there you find the knowledge, you see the knowledge, but you're embraced by spirit, you're safe. This can actually refer to a cell, but if you have a look at it, it kind of looks like a big, huge, beady eye. It's actually giving me a bit of a headache the more I look at it. But, I'm actually quite drawn to this card, the sea serpent. So I'm going to actually read it to you guys because I feel like I should. I don't know why. But the sea serpent is of the spirit or the ether. Going straight to it. Far out. It freaks me out when they do that. Obviously, they want you to know this, Pisces. Healing emotional wounds, expressing desires. The sea serpent represents the energy of expression, whether it's emotions, creativity, sensuality, or desire. The sea serpent helps us move and direct our energy into a healthy current. When the essence of this card is in balance, we express ourselves creatively and sexually without fear or shame. We know that, don't forget that sexually can be the desire or the drive, your passion. Just for those that need to know that. We know what we desire most. Our hearts are at ease and our relationships are meaningful and enduring. We loosen the grip of self-judgment and we let the cool waters of forgiveness in to heal our wounds. When the energy of the sea serpent is not yet activated, our emotions and creativity are left in the muddy waters. The current of expression stagnates in some areas of our lives, and in other places it floods. It's important to remember, no matter what the waters of our emotional lives look like, the sea serpent loves us just the same, like a mother. She wraps herself around us in a gesture of protection. Sorry guys, they nearly got me emotionally. that resonates with somebody. She supports us as we learn to express our true natures. This is the second chakra. Subtle energy of the sea serpent occupies the area of the Sahasrara chakra, located deep within the pelvic bowl. This chakra is known as our center of creativity and desire and is associated with the wood element. Yeah, that's, in your pelvis area, guys. That's your sacral chakra. I actually thought it was the throat chakra just because it's blue, but it's actually the sacral chakra. And that makes sense because it's your sexual energy. All right. Well, our sexual energy is also our passion, our drive. So, guys, we're coming back to a space where Pisces needs to learn to heal those emotional spaces. You know what I mean? Like your person starting to find balance in the water, so are you. You're both on the same journey, so it'd be interesting to see what comes forward for the person. Can I have emotional space for the person coming towards Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Oh my God, guys. Yay. Okay, we have Shark and the Black Egg, which is another spirit card. To get 2 spirit cards in one reading is interesting, but the same energy is interesting. Here we have the shark energy. The shark energy is about this lurking energy. What lurks beneath the emotional spaces of your person is this defense. This defense mode. And you have to realize that if you don't address the shark, if you don't address the issues, the shark becomes threatening. But if you do address the issues, the shark then moves on to other warmer waters, okay? So they move away. So they may be circling only because they smell blood. And when there's blood, that means there's been war, there's been fighting, there's been emotional damage, okay? And they'll circle that space, you know what I mean? Until the water is clear, and then they realize there's nothing to circle, and then they move on. So that's you facing your fears. Or this person's starting to look at the triggers of why they're so defensive emotionally. This person might have a bit of a vicious way of talking with that mouth, because I'm just looking at the gums, it's split, you know what I mean, like the teeth. Sharp words, shark words is what they just said. And here we have the Black Egg, which is about transmuting, but I'm pretty sure that's the throat chakra, which is interesting because I thought that was the throat chakra. And then we get the actual throat chakra, don't we? Isn't it scary? You know what I mean? How they do this to me? The Black Egg. Now because I read your one, I'm going to read their one. And I don't usually, because I can, I can usually read the cards, but for some odd reason I was fixated on this one, so I feel like I should do this as well. The Black Egg is speaking from an authentic voice, the truth. Yeah, that's why the shark energy. They may have not always been trustworthy with how they felt about things. They might have, been. I just heard manipulative. Okay, the Black Egg contains one of life's essential treasures, the truth. Inside of it resides no confusion, excuses, small talk noise, or lies, not even white ones. This living and breathing vessel harbours only that which rings true. When this essence is in balance, we speak slowly and clearly. We are drawn to activities like writing, reading, teaching, singing, or perhaps public speaking. Sounds draw us in, books draw us in, the concept of truth itself draws us in. We start asking questions like, what do I know to be true about myself? This, like we told you, this person's looking at their triggers. They're looking at themselves properly. Okay, sorry, keep going. What do I know to be true about myself, and what is true about the world? When the energy of the Black Egg is not yet accessed, we speak from an unsure place. We say things others want to hear, gossip, or repeat stories to justify our subpar behavior. We might even try to convince others that we have no inner truth at all. The energy of the Black Egg hovers interesting because you got the shark that's lurking and waits for us to reconnect to it. It is available in every moment, in every situation. It's the epicenter of truth, the birthplace of our voice. Vishuddha chakra. Yeah, that's the throat chakra. So I feel like your person's starting to find out some truths about themselves, about why they used to be, okay, why they are the way that they are, why they have this shark energy. You know, it's quite a negative space to be in when it comes to your emotions. It's like they never really dealt with their emotions properly, but we know that because at this time they've found a plateau with how they feel, because I felt like that's the first time they've actually found balance with their emotions. And the thing is, now they're confronting the shark energy, which is awesome for you guys. Anyway, so let's see the mutual emotional space for you guys. Let's see the mutual emotional space that they share. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and their person, please. Thank you. The tarantula. Okay. That did come out in reverse, so not quite at that point, or there could be some type of delay, but this is about being at the crossroads. And I only believe that you're at the crossroads because I feel like, you know, like I said, that it's like two paths are converging into one, and you will decide what path you take from this point. Okay, I want to push it up because it's bringing it's just actually showing me the triangle, and there's some type of sensitivity here. So be mindful about how you approach this issue. But because it's either a crossroads, but there's like a sensitive issue for some odd reason about the body, because I just got hairy legs, which indicates sensitivity, because I'm just seeing the actual hair on the body of the spider. Okay. A spider has 8 eyes, so you have to realize that not everybody will see things from the same perception. And that may make you feel sensitive, but steady yourself and accept that there are other versions of the truth. Know yourself before you judge others. Be real. Okay. Whew. I don't know why that was talking to me. It's weird because I could see the light flicker across the spider's eyes, and the spider's eyes are deep black, but they're ever watching, and they're observers. They're an observant energy. The tarantula is quite powerful. It's a huge spider and it can bite, but it's one of the most harmless spiders that you can get. That at that size, and just realize that even though it looks like a molehill, it's a speed bump, a mountain. It isn't going to hurt. But you're at a crossroads where you need to make that kind of decision for yourselves. All right, guys. Sorry about that. I was getting a few interruptions, visitors coming through. Whew. So, I feel like you guys are starting to come to an alignment with each other. It's a little bit balanced, but a little bit, like Pisces is going through a transformation and wanting to tap into those higher powers, but your person is actually confronting their triggers, their shadow, which is awesome. But you are actually too. Yours is a lot more complicated than this person's, because here's they said complications. There are complications here. The snake, and inside there you'll see is the flower of life. That form. See that? It's the same pattern that's in here, which is a sacred geometry, once again, the sacred space. So they want you to really look after your body. I'm just getting that, to look after your body. Okay, guys. We're going to see what the tarot has to say for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What does Spirit want Pisces to know, please? What does Spirit... This is shuffle. 3... 2, 1. All right. What does Spirit want Pisces to know? What does Spirit want Pisces to know? Thank you. What does Spirit want Pisces to know? They don't want you to see yet. What does Spirit want Pisces to know? Okay, that's it. That's it. We'll take it like this. First card. Eight of Wands. So this is fast communicating. This is about momentum, actually. There's not. You could be texting and calling about this situation or to somebody, or really communicating forward. The type. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Downloads. You may be getting a lot of downloads. That's why you need to rest, because when you're getting a lot of downloads, this could be spiritual enlightenments, epiphanies, visions, things like that. You need to realize that you have to sleep, and that your body is the vessel that receives, so it has to be in good shape. All right, guys? And the next card, Page of Wands in reverse. Well, this is usually about good news, but I think there's going to be some type of speed bumps. This is the complications they're referring to with a younger fire sign and or I just feel like there's some type of complication here with younger fire sign. It's just they're kind of gonna sorry guys, I get a bit thing sometimes. Sorry, reaching across the screen there. I get a bit thing sometimes when I go to say something and it just makes gibberish. So I feel like okay. You may be communicating with a Page of Wands that's resistant to what you're saying. They're like, no. I'm just getting no from this card. I'm just getting no. And you're going, yes, okay, this. And they're going, no. And they're halting the path. They're being complicated. Why you gotta be so complicated? See the way you're acting like somebody else leaves me frustrated. Sorry, God, I'm going to end up singing a lot. Here we have the High Priestess, tapping into your intuition, secrets that you may hold. It's just recognizing here, once again, being detached from your emotions. You're stepping really strongly into your own reading. But I will accentuate that there's a lot of I'm right, you're wrong type of energy. I'm right, you're wrong. So there's a lot of backwards and forwards between you and a younger fire sign, and or some type of incoming news that seems good but doesn't work out or has some type of delay. And here you have the Nine of Swords. This is about stress, worry, anxiety. So it's interesting that you've got this momentum coming in and being blocked by this Page of Wands, okay, a younger fire sign, someone younger than you anyway. Dealing with that energy's got to be tough. And then it's like, okay, they keep pulling me back here. I want to go there, but they keep pulling me here. It's like 2 steps forward, 2 steps back with this person. Opposites attract. They think opposite to you. It's a natural fact that it's actually a natural thing for them to disagree with you. And I don't understand what that means, but they're very stubborn. And they've halted a lot of progress or a lot of communication. They're blocking. It's a blockage. Because here you are, it's interesting because here you are and this person's blocking the way. Why? It's kind of stressing you out too. But I'm hearing Sade, your love is king. Your love is king, drown in my heart. Your kiss is ring. I don't know the words to that song. I just think that you need to recognize that you need to tap into your intuitive space by bringing forward love, because the thing about the High Priestess is, though, that she's very detached from her emotions, and she keeps a lot of things inside. She doesn't share secrets. That's her space. And it's, I'm just getting that holier than thou type of energy. It's like you're fighting with this Page of Wands, and you're like, hey, look, I'm the High Priestess here. You need to listen to me. And this Page of Wands is like, no. And it's kind of led you to a space where you're stressed out, worried, and anxious. This is a lot of, this could be a bit of depression as well. I don't know why this is here, but it's just indicating, it's indicating the complication. There's a lot of stressful things. If you want to come towards your sun, which is your happiness, there's a lot of things that you've got to let go of to get to that space. Now, the Nine of Swords is a near completion to a painful cycle. So you're at Nine of Swords, which is stress and anxiety, but you're deciding to move towards the sun, which is interesting. So can we just clarify that Nine of Swords energy, please? Can we clarify the Nine of Swords, please, Spirit? Ace of Swords. Okay. They just said, here's your 10 of Swords. So I think that, okay, interesting enough, if we get a little bit more into this, Pisces, it's getting on now, is that the truth will out. So there's a lot of secrets that you hold back from people, but the truth will make itself known. They just said, rear its ugly head. And this is clear-cut communication forward. This could be, there's communication coming in, but it's being blocked by this Page of Wands. And then it puts you in a space where you have to pull rank. You know what I mean? You're pulling rank here. I'm the High Priestess. You're just a page. I'm the High Priestess. I've earned my right to be here. And it's caused a lot of stress and anxiety in your energy, painful mental space. That's why you can't tap into that with that higher power, is because you're drained emotionally and mentally. But here, with the Ace of Swords, is the truthful new beginning. So you're starting to see more clearly about where you want to go, who you want to be here. I just want to ask about this Page of Wands. Can I please clarify, or can you please clarify the Page of Wands, Spirit? Can you please clarify the Page of Wands for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Here they come. It's like, here they come. Can you please clarify the Page of Wands, please? Thank you. King of Swords. Yeah, I don't like the King of Swords energy in reversed, because it tells me that this person may have narcissistic tendencies, manipulating. But the thing is, the truth about it all. You see it quite clearly now, and it's like they've tried to have governance over you. It's interesting, because I feel like it's like a type of invasion of your space. They've tried to get all up in your grill and telling you exactly how it should be, but you already know your path. You don't need to be told. You already see it quite clearly what you need to do. And this person may pull out a lot of emotional manipulation, or a lot of manipulating types of conversations. They may have narcissistic tendencies, so they're very selfish when it comes to you being able to move forward into a happier space. King of Swords, please. Okay. The Strength card. Okay, interesting. The phrase I got when I looked at this was learn to work together. So the strength is about a team effort, okay? There's two in this picture. It's usually about the white lady and the lion, okay? And the white lady uses her pure intentions. They want you to be the white lady, okay? Okay. They keep saying to infinity and beyond, because I'm seeing the infinity symbol right there. They said, I need to say it right, use grace and kindness to soothe this beast, this blockage. So that's love, compassion, and kindness and grace. These are all the essential ways to be able to it's almost like a wooing, okay? You're petting, you're loving, you're showing affection to this lion. You're doting, you're being kind, but you're very articulate with your words. You're very, you're not attacking, you're not using magic, you're literally just using love to soothe the beast. The beast being this person, they are a beast. And they're asking you to take the high road here. And in doing that, will allow this person to calm the F down, okay? Because I feel like they have a lot of ego-based, they make a lot of ego-based decisions and articulate it that way, which is very condescending. If I'll be honest, this person comes across as very condescending. And they're saying, if you want this person, this younger fire sign, who has a very articulate mind, if you want them to be in alignment with you, you need to love them and show them the way by leading by example. Okay? That goes for whoever you're dealing with. Lead by example with this person. You know, how you treat them and how you treat others is how they should be treating you and respecting you. Because I feel like at some point this Page of Wands has been quite, they just said bolshy. So pushy, bossy, revolutionary, you know, that's how they're feeling. But in the same respect, they have a lot of distorted energy with that King of Swords in reverse. So their mind isn't quite right. But the King of Swords upright is a beautiful, loving, long-term, forward-thinking king, but just really bad with their emotions. So this person may not be very stable with their emotional space. You know what I mean? So they feel like they're coming from a good space, but not really. And they need, you know, they just said, you know, they need that little bit of extra attention sometimes when they're in beast mode, when they start hulking out. They need your loving tenderness to come through and ease them back into this purr. Because they are a pussycat naturally, but they must get riled up a lot. I feel like they have a bit of a short temper and they just glitch out and then they go through this. So they're asking you that you need to actually, cultivate the strength to be able to tend to this complication in your life, whatever this is to you, okay, guys? So cultivate your energy. So that's resting, rejuvenating, looking after your sacred space, your temple. You know what I mean? Tying up the complications left in your life and show that complication love and tenderness and grace. And lead by example, lead forward into the truth, into the light. All right, guys. I'm going to leave it right there, Pisces. It was quite a thick message, and I say thick because it had a lot of girth and meaty. I'm so sorry that always comes out wrong. But, you know, it was, I'm not saying that word. They just put that word in my head and I'm not going to say it. I don't have to. But, yes, this was a very deep message for Pisces. And obviously, whoever's going to read this will resonate. Even if it's just one person out there, sometimes when they're meaty like this, it's always directed at one person that's going to watch it and that needs it. So, you know, I'm just going to leave it right there, Pisces. Hopefully this helps. Until the next time, guys, take care and look after yourselves. And if you're new, please like, share and subscribe if you've gotten to the end. I do appreciate that. And take care, guys. Bye for now. Bye.